Peeves and the Poltergeist Pranks by Sparrow Potter. It was a crisp autumn morning at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and the castle was bustling with the usual magical energy. The students were stretching their legs after a long summer break, eagerly anticipating the adventures that awaited them in the new school year. But little did they know that chaos was about to descend upon their beloved school. Deep in the bowels of Hogwarts, Peeves the Poltergeist was plotting his mischievous tricks for the day. With a gleeful grin, Peeves soared through the corridors, cackling as he knocked over suits of armor, sent paintings flying, and unleashed a flurry of enchanted inkwells on unsuspecting students. Professor Minerva McGonagall, deputy headmistress and transfiguration teacher, seemed to be the only one who could keep Peeves in check. But today she was nowhere to be found. Peeves knew this was his chance to unleash his most devious pranks yet. As the clock struck noon, Peeves let out a maniacal laugh and descended upon the Great Hall. Just as the students were settling down for lunch, the poltergeist swooped in and switched the house tables. Ravenclaws found themselves sitting with Hufflepuffs, while Gryffindors and Slytherins exchanged bewildered stares. The chaos continued as Peeves zipped through the corridors, scattering textbooks, turning staircases into slides, and causing portraits to break into song. What had started as harmless mischief quickly turned into a full-blown pandemonium. Meanwhile, in the Gryffindor common room, Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger were studying for their upcoming defense against the dark arts exam. The trio knew they had to figure out a way to put an end to Peeves' reign of havoc. They pondered over possible solutions, flipping through old spellbooks and consulting Hermione's encyclopedic knowledge. Just as their frustration peaked, Neville Longbottom, their clumsy but well-meaning friend, stumbled upon their conversation. Neville had overheard Peeves plotting his pranks earlier and was eager to help. Together, they devised a plan to trap the mischievous poltergeist once and for all. The next morning, the trio set their plan into motion. With a concealed enchanted net, several vials of essence of dittany, and a pinch of flue powder, they set off through the corridors, carefully tracking Peeves' path of destruction. Finally, they found Peeves on the 7th floor, wreaking havoc in front of a moving portrait of a lady in a pink bonnet. The portrait, annoyed by the disturbance, agreed to aid the trio. As the portrait distracted Peeves, Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Neville sprang into action. Ron, being the quickest, threw the enchanted net over Peeves, entangling him in its magical fibers. Hermione then flung vials of essence of dittany at Peeves, causing him to become momentarily incapacitated. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Harry grabbed a handful of flue powder and shouted, "Gryffindor Common Room!" The quartet vanished into a roaring green fire, reappearing in the safety of their common room a moment later. They had done it! Peeves was finally trapped, and Hogwarts was saved from his relentless pranks. News of Peeves's capture spread like wildfire throughout the castle. Students and teachers alike breathed a collective sigh of relief, grateful that their beloved school was once again free from chaos. Professor McGonagall, having returned from her mysterious absence, commended the brave quartet for their quick thinking and determination. But as the days turned into weeks, there was a noticeable absence of mischief in the castle. Peeves' absence had left a void in Hogwarts that even his pranks couldn't quite fill. Reluctantly, the trio and Neville decided to release Peeves from his confinement, realizing that perhaps his chaos, though irritating, brought a unique sense of life to the ancient halls. With a flick of their wands, they released the enchanted net, and Peeves was free once more. But this time, with a newfound respect for the students and the harmony of Hogwarts. From that day forward, Peeves still played his pranks, but with a touch of mischief that brought laughter instead of chaos. And so, the tale of Peeves and the poltergeist pranks, chaos at Hogwarts, became legendary at Hogwarts, passed down from one generation of students to the next. It served as a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, true friendship, determination, and a pinch of mischief can triumph over any prankster's reign of chaos.